Hey everybody, it's Latasha Dozier with Selah Theater Project. For a lot of people, they don't understand what Selah even means. So I want to talk about it for a second, just a brief second. So Selah is a Hebrew word and it means to pause and to think about it. Now when we first opened 10 years ago, people thought that we were a Christian organization. We are not, but we use the word Selah because every production that we do, including our kid shows and special events, we want our community partners, friends, and citizens to be able to sit back, witness theater, observe it, reflect, and take a moment to pause and think about it. Now, back in March 2020, our nation had to take one of the biggest pauses we ever thought we would see in our lifetime. And of course, with that pause, we had to stop, take a step back, and reflect on our priorities, on our personal missions and visions in our lives, and any life alternating changes that came its way. And of course, as Selah stands true to its name, we encountered a lot of changes as well. We had to cease all operations as far as classes and performances and shows. But the greatest part about the COVID-19 epidemic was that we had to step out of the box and become even more creative with virtual shows, performances, stage readings, and partnerships were created out of that we never thought we would ever see. In October 2020, we did a crazy thing, but it's an awesome thing. We moved to a new location located at 811 South Loudon Street in Winchester, Virginia. It's 1 block away from downtown Winchester, and it's almost full circle because when I first started Selah Theater Project in 2011, we started with 2 productions, the Laramie Project and the Vagina Monologues. And both of those productions were performed in our new space. And we are so thrilled to be here and to share this space with you, our community. We are so excited to open our doors for 2 summer production camps. The first being The Little Princess, directed by Kat Sparger, an alum of Selah Theater Project and a current student at James Madison University. The Little Princess is set for actors ages 8 and up through high school. And camp starts on June 21st and runs for 3 weeks. Our second camp is a musical, Godspell Jr., directed by Dolly Stevens. This is Dolly's 3rd summer with Selah Theater Project, and we're very proud and honored to have her as a returning director. This camp is for grades 7 and up. This camp begins July 19th and runs for 2 weeks. Both camps are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Spots are limited and you must register online. We are happy to introduce our partnership with Old Town Winchester. Last year, we were able to perform Barefoot in the Park at the Taylor Pavilion in partnership with Old Town Winchester. And this year, we get to offer 2 summer series, the first being Night of Broadway and the second, Shakespeare for Kids. Night of Broadway is an evening cabaret, which is a talent collaborative from local artists, here to perform live for you, but outdoors, singing some of Broadway's favorite tunes. This will occur once a month in June, July, and August. Our first being June 11th with the theme, There's No Business Like Show Business. Performances start at 7 p.m. Shakespeare for Kids is just what it sounds like, Shakespeare for Kids, directed by Catherine Milton. It is an opportunity for parents and kiddos to come learn all about Shakespeare through dramatic interpretive readings at the Taylor Pavilion on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. The first performance is A Midnight Summer's Dream at 11 a.m. on June 26. In the midst of 2020, there were a lot of gains, but there were also a lot of losses. And one of our biggest loss, and mine personally, is my dear friend Larry Lamar Yates. He passed away on December 30th, 2020. Almost made it to 2021. It was unexpected, we didn't know, and no, it wasn't COVID related. But I will tell you this. Out of all the tears spent crying over the loss of Larry, there's nothing he would hate more than us still crying over his death and not taking action in his name. So we are so honored to be able to memorialize him and to honor him and to remember him always by offering the Larry Lamar Yates Memorial Scholarship Fund. Now, this is a fund that has been approved by his family, his sister, his friends, and those of us that claim to be his long-lost children. Larry was a huge arts advocate, and he came to every single show Selah ever did. And when a lot of people did not believe in Selah, the mission, the drive, and the vision, Larry did. And the one thing that he believed in more than anything else was our young people, our children. They meant the world to him. Having no children of his own, the theater kids became his silent godchildren. He never wanted recognition, never wanted to be praised for what he gave. But Larry gave a lot. Whenever we had a student in need that couldn't afford classes, or could not afford to go to the theater conference every year, or could not afford summer camp, Larry came through. He always sponsored children, sometimes 3 at a time, sometimes multiple in a year, to make sure that we were able to stick to our mission, to make sure that our classes and our productions and everything in between were affordable to our community and especially to our kids, regardless of your ability to pay. So in his name, in his honor, we offer the Larry Lamar Yates Scholarship Fund, which has already accrued over $4,000. And we couldn't have done that without you, our community. And I'm so pleased that we are able to continue his legacy and to continue to offer scholarships for our kiddos. With that $4,000, we are able to offer scholarships for at least 10 kids throughout the course of the next season. This season, we are offering season sponsorships for anyone and everyone that wants to give a monetary donation to help us boost our 2021-2022 season. It's a big season, and we need your help. So if you want to give and give with your heart happily, you can start by becoming a sponsor for as little as $500 and even going above the $2,000 mark. Usually whenever we did ads before, we did it by play. Well, this year we're offering season-long advertisements for as low as $100. If you are a business owner or a business entrepreneur, please bring your business to us. All business advertisements will be placed in our physical playbill as well as our digital playbill on our website. We want to boost you and support you and your business. Now, after all of that information that we just gave, here's the big one. We're so excited to introduce our 2021-2022 season at Selah Theater Project, and here we go. Wow, that was a lot of information. So I'll recap. In August, we are hosting 24-hour theater train wreck. 3 directors, 3 playwrights, actors, and only 24 hours to put it all together. In September, our second stage production is Love List, directed by Eric Lee Santafel. Our special event for September is Women of Shakespeare, directed by Catherine Milton. In October, we will have our mystery dinner to Wake the Dead, directed by Clinton Carlson Jr. November, SYT will have their first show of the season, Junie B. Jones is Not a Crook, directed by moi. In December, we are producing Glory Be, a Shenandoah Christmas story, written by Rich Follett and Larry Dalkey, directed by moi again. In January, our second stage production is Audience, directed by Madison Shockey. Our special event is an Original Works Theater Fest, where you can bring your original pieces to us and we will produce it to create an audience favorite. February, we bring an oldie but goodie back, Grace and Glory. That will be directed by myself as well, and it will star Dee Sparger and Pamela Foster, the original cast. In April, Gary Hines will be directing Fall of Heaven. One of the showings of Fall of Heaven will be used as a dinner theater production to raise funds for the Larry Lamar Yates Memorial Scholarship Fund. And finally, in May, our second SYT, Selah Youth Theater production of Anne of Green Gables. So, like I said, a lot is happening, but there's an opportunity and chance for everyone to be involved. This season, we have so many community partners that we would like to thank. Arte Libre of Virginia, Frederick County Parks and Recreation, The Hideaway Cafe, I'm Just Me Movement, Lord Fairfax Community College, Old Town Winchester, the Shenandoah Valley Discovery Museum, Skyline Ranch Resort, and Winchester Public Schools. Without you, none of the theatrical opportunities or productions would be possible. On June 6, 2011, just 10 years ago, I would have never imagined how Selah was going to be and how it is now. It is such a blessing and an honor that we are still going strong. We have a great community of volunteers, a great community that we reside in, and we are still hanging on, even in the midst of COVID-19. So this season, not only will it be awesome and wonderful and exciting and new, it will also rekindle that fire that started 10 years ago. Thanks for joining us. Can't wait to see you at the theater soon.